Experience the unique geological formations and diverse ecosystem of the Grand Canyon up close. It's possible to complete the 24-mile trek in one day, but when there's an option to stay overnight in the belly of one of the world's most spectacular natural wonders, you take it. Take a cable car to elevation, and then start out on the Puezo del Altopiano, a hike along the ridges of Italy's Dolomite Mountains. Prepare for panoramic views of the surrounding rocky peaks, plus lush green valleys filled with wildflowers. Go in the summer months, if you're especially keen on seeing colorful blooms. Located in South Island's Fiordland National Park, Milford Track is about 33 miles long, and it treats hikers to beautiful views of snow-capped mountain peaks, pristine rainforests, and even the highest waterfall in New Zealand. Well-maintained trails, conveniently placed huts, and a limit on the number of hikers per day make this a pretty comfortable long-distance trek. One of 3 treks that make up the National Three Peaks Challenge, the Ben Nevis Summit Trail will take you to the top of the UK's highest peak. Whether you take the mountain track or the Carn Mór d'Urgeiret, a gorgeous panorama of the Scottish Highlands awaits. The hike to Angel's Landing consists of 2 parts, a series of unrelenting switchbacks, then a stomach-in-your-throat cable climb. The final hair-raising stretch offers a remarkable payoff, as the views of the sandstone cliffs and valley below are literally breathtaking. You'll be scared to breathe lest you make one wrong move near the landing's edge. The historic Andes Mountains trek to Machu Picchu usually takes around 4 days, culminating at the renowned Incan Citadel ruins. Although the classic Inca Trail is the most popular, numerous tour operators now offer additional routes and trip durations. The Salcantay trek, for example, provides a more scenic experience, bringing you past glaciers, natural springs, and through the jungle. Situated within Los Glaciers National Park on the shared border of Argentina and Chile, this challenging 15-mile trail does not actually lead to the summit of Mount Fitzroy. Instead, it brings you to an unbelievable view of the glacier-covered mountain, as well as the turquoise-colored Laguna de los Tres at its base. Located on the Hawaiian island of Kauai, this 22-mile coastal hike also requires a permit. If you can secure one, you'll traverse 5 valleys on your way to Kalalau Beach. One of the most challenging treks in the state, Kalalau Trail's steep and narrow paths give way to stunning ocean and cliff views. If you're prone to height-induced vertigo, you may want to think twice before hiking Half Dome in California's Yosemite National Park. To conquer the wildly steep slope here, hikers keep a tight grip on the Granite Trail's cable system. This adventure is considered one of the best hikes in America, and it's a bit of a white whale for some hikers. You need a permit to climb the dome, and they're distributed by lottery. One of the best ways to see the Norwegian fjords is via this challenging and scenic trek that leads to the eponymous Trolltunga, which translates to the Troll's Tongue, a picturesque, jutting rock formation high above sea level. This slot canyon hike in Zion National Park is unusual in that you spend most of your time trekking through the waters of the Virgin River. You can attack the Narrows from the bottom up or from the top down. The former is the popular choice, since it takes 4 to 8 hours or so. If you hike it from the top down, expect a 10 to 13-hour journey. This long-distance trail follows the coast of Turkey's Lisha region, offering stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea, rugged mountains, and ancient ruins. You can complete the route in roughly 3 weeks, or opt to do shorter segments. Along the way, swim in crystal-clear waters and visit charming towns. One of the longest hiking-only footpaths in the world, the Appalachian Trail begins in Maine and passes through 14 states. At the trail's southern terminus in Georgia, you will find a spooky celebration, a tree strung up with the boots of hikers who have completed the nearly 2,200-mile trek. The Simien Mountains Trek takes you right through Ethiopia's Simien Mountains National Park, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Expect drama, including high-altitude plateaus, deep valleys, and incredible and copious wildlife, such as gelada baboons and Ethiopian wolves. This trail network follows the Himalayan range and showcases stunning mountain landscapes, as well as the diverse cultures of the region's remote villages. It stretches over 2,800 miles across the country, traversing subtropical forests, lush valleys, alpine meadows, and rugged mountain passes. Hikers journey through ancient history and mesmerizing desert landscapes on this trek, all before landing at the awe-inspiring treasury, also known as Al-Khazna. This magnificent temple carved into a sandstone cliff dates back to the 1st century AD. This 7-day trek takes hikers to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. You'll cross through 5 different ecological zones and climates, ranging from lush rainforests to Arctic ice fields. The summit is as mentally demanding as it is rewarding. The Pacific Crest Trail is one of the world's most famous through hikes. It starts at the U.S.-Mexico border in California and ends at the U.S.-Canada border in Washington. That means the trail brings hikers through California, Oregon, and Washington. It takes 5 to 6 months to complete it. Highlights along the way include Crater Lake, the Sierra Nevada Mountains, and the Cascade Range. The only long-distance trail in Lebanon, Lebanon Mountain Trail takes hikers through 76 high-altitude towns and villages and across remarkable mountains. It is 293 miles long, stretching from North Lebanon toward its southern border. Camino de Santiago is a collection of ancient pilgrimage routes that converge at the Santiago de Compostela Cathedral in northwest Spain, the burial site of St. James. Some pilgrims carry a scallop shell during the journey, as its lines symbolize their own trek and those of other pilgrims around the world. This is another long-distance adventure. To do the approximately 500-mile route in full may take 30 days or more. One of only 2 pilgrimage routes in the world, designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this series of ancient trails takes you on a tour of the mountains and forests of the Key Peninsula, with stops at time-honored shrines and temples along the way. To do the entire route usually takes 3 days. On this trail, you'll hike through Tasmania's pristine wilderness, complete with craggy peaks, glacial lakes, and ancient rainforests. Be prepared for challenging terrain, rapidly changing weather conditions, and potential encounters with wildlife, from possums and currawongs to spotted marsupials called quolls. The trail is about 45 miles long, give or take a few, depending on where you begin and end. A journey through these rhyolite mountains will bring you to steaming hot springs, glacial rivers, and swaths of black sand. Laugavegur Trail traverses 34 miles of Iceland's southern highlands, and it's incredible in its otherworldliness. This trail circles Mont Blanc, the highest peak in the Alps, and passes through 3 countries, France, Italy, and Switzerland, offering ample opportunity to taste regional cuisine. If you like cheese as much as you like walking, this 7 to 10 day multicultural circuit is for you. This iconic coastal trail on Vancouver Island's west coast offers stunning ocean views and rugged, challenging terrain. Backpacking this beauty over multiple days is a good plan, and you can ponder its history as you go. It was initially established as a life-saving path in 1907 to aid in the rescue of survivors shipwrecked along the island's treacherous coast.